Is that Lizzy? KT sending out Lizzy to keep him alive. Oh dear. Oh dear. What's he playing? He's playing PvZ. Alright, alright, alright. Come on, you can do it, Lizzy. You can do it. Lizzy. Lizzy, Lizzy, Lizzy. Wait, why was Jangbi playing? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I got confused between OSL balls and WCS balls. And it's gonna be Sacsri. Alright, I guess Lizzy has a chance then. Oh man, I hope this isn't the last game. 2 randoms. I guess that's not really fair, because Lizzy's actually not that bad at StarCraft 2. He like replaced Flash as KT's ace player for a while there. Sacsri though. I'm unconvinced. Alright, so he's come out a few times before. Let's see how he does here. Oh, whoa, why are we going back to the studio? Why are we not going to game? What? Go to the game! Go to the game! GDR got the curry? Oh, I'm so jelly? What? GTR. Man. Alright, whatever. Spawning as a red Protoss at the 12 o'clock, we will have Lizzy, aka Motive, here on Antigua Shipyard. And at the 6 o'clock, as the Blue Zerg, SK Telecom's Sacsri, who for the longest time I thought his ID was Sacsri, but actually the R comes after the S, so it's Sacsri. Does anybody know what Sacsri is supposed to mean? Did he just like make it up? Is that one of those random things that like means something in Korean? Like P7 Gab? I don't know. Anyway, we do have a pylon on the front, so it's gonna do a forge fast expand at the wide ramp there. We haven't seen, you know, Protoss players have kind of 2 choices on this map. Kind of like on Entombed, you can make do from wall wounds. On Antigua, you either wall in at the front at your wide ramp, just kind of like, you know, same as what you do on other maps, or you can actually wall further back between like your nexus and your narrow ramp, because there's a lot of space between that wide ramp and your actual nexus. So like if you build a wall at the front, like Zerg can hatchery block your nexus and stuff, and it gets quite annoying because your pylon power doesn't actually reach back that far. Anyway, Perdad's gonna come out here and block any hatchery. So he's gonna take his opponent's natural instead, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see, so now the wall's really far forward. I think because he built the pylon like right on the edge there, he can still get a cannon far back enough to range that that hatchery. But obviously, you know, he's still gotta make his forge first and stuff, and he's gonna build a second pylon here at the front. So you deny my expansion, I deny yours. I love how this has actually become like a normal response in this matchup. Just think about it, like, you know, before this became somewhat standard. Just think, you know, if someone had told me, you know, a couple of months into the game that at some point in ZVP we'd be seeing Zergs, you know, building a hatchery at the Protoss natural as standard, I'd be like, what? How does that ever make any sense at all? But well, here we are. And probes coming off. They were pulled quite late, so that hatchery is almost finished. He's built 2 cannons there to range it. I mean, is he gonna let it finish? No, he cancels and makes an evolution chamber. Alright. But the cannons will finish though. So he should just cancel that right now. Cancel it right now. Cancel it right now! Cancel it right now! Wow! Last second cancel. Love it, love it, love it. And this is actually really awesome. That was a great choice by him, because I was thinking like, he shouldn't let the hatchery finish. Like, ideally what would have happened is the cannons would have finished before the hatchery, and then you could just cancel the hatchery and that would be it. Because forcing those 2 cannons and all those probes off the line is actually quite a bit of money. I mean, making those 2 cannons already is the cost of the hatchery, right? And then he lost all that mining time from probes. But, you know, because I think probably Lizzy deliberately timed it so the hatchery would finish before the cannons, so he couldn't just do that. So he just did the little trick where you make the evolution chamber there because the cancelled hatchery like puts a little bit of creep on the ground for whatever reason. Anyway. Looks like a bit of a wide gap in that wall. I don't actually know if one zealot will block that. Is he gonna... Is that blocked from Zerglings? I don't think that is. Pretty sure Zerglings can still get in there from one zealot, but I mean obviously you can just make another zealot and they'll be fine. And either way, he has gotten his own Nexus now. It's about to finish. And it looks like Sacsri just started to mine from his natural, or actually no, well he's sending a few more drones there now, saturating that, and his 3rd base is about to pop as well. So I feel like Sacsri got a little bit better from that deal, but I'm not really sure. It's not a huge lead or anything like that. I think he probably got a slight advantage from that. And his Overlord is now going to come over here, scout both these gases. See the 3rd one already. It's going to just go over there to the 4th. 4th gas, that is. And it looks like we have a Stargate opening from Lizzy. So let's see how much damage he can do with that. Probe saturation is quite low there at the natural because he's taking both the gas already, so his mineral saturation is quite low. But anyway. What is Sacsri doing? Running around with the Lings. He went to the middle of the map. I mean, he's not actually checking like a lot of the common proxy locations. Like, he didn't send a Zergling down to that 6 o'clock expo to check for a pylon up there or anything. I guess he is sending an Overlord over there now. Okay, so that's fine then, because he's got the Overlord there. But you know, you should be using those initial links to go run around, check for those, because you know, with the cannons at the front, there's really not that much you can do. Although, having said that, now that I think about it, those cannons are placed very, very far back, so I'm fairly certain that the pylon and the gateway on the left side aren't in range of the cannon. But I mean, obviously with the sentry out now, the links won't be able to do too much. And actually, the Overlord is going to get taken down by this Phoenix. It is a Phoenix burst, actually. Interesting. It's actually just going to be pure Phoenix from Lizzy here, no Void Ray. And that is definitely a possible, or a fine variation of the Stargate opening. We see generally more often players go for just the one Void Ray first, and then followed up by Mass Phoenix, just because, you know, you can, or the Void Ray helps you to kill out, it actually kills, well actually, yeah. You can kill off Overlords, and you know, it helps kill off the Queens, and you can even poke hatcheries. If the Zerg tries to take a greedy hatchery somewhere, you can start taking it down. And it's just generally useful. So you lift things with the Phoenix and you kill them with the Void Ray. But going for the Mass Phoenix is fine as well. You can get a lot more Phoenix out more quickly, pick off Overlords, pick up Queens as well. And he's going to get it. 3 Phoenix isn't enough to do it in one lift. I think you need 4 to kill a Queen in one lift, so he's going to have to lift it again. And that's going to be fine though. Yep, so he's going to lift it again. And he's going to finish off that Queen. And the 4th Phoenix does join the fray now, so he will be able to start killing off Queens in one lift. He's going to pick off more Overlords as well. And these Phoenix being super, super annoying to Sacsri. He might actually lose his Queen. It's not quite in range of the Spore Crawler. Bit of a mistake there. He had the Queen on the other side of the hatchery. He should have had it sitting next to that Spore Crawler. So now he's going to lose that Queen as well. Really messing up on the Larva Injects and on the creep spread for Sacsri. Looking at the resources lost tab there, and oh, he's even gonna get the one in the main. He is in range of the Spore Crawler though, so that Phoenix that's lifting is taking damage, but he's gonna get the Queen anyway and save the Phoenix. So now Sacsri just like lost all his queens. Oh man, and Phoenix is, or Lizzy rather, has not lost a Phoenix yet. Yeah, Phoenix has not lost a Lizzy yet. And we are going to have Colossus immediately as a follow-up, expecting a Hydralisk in response to those Phoenix, and he's absolutely right. There is a Hydralisk Den about to finish, and oh, going to catch a couple of Roaches here. Oh no, these Roaches, they don't even have Roach Speed yet. Roach Speed is about to finish, and he gets caught right before it finishes. Link's coming in to help out. But, oh man, that is not good. Looks like trying to snipe down those sentries, not gonna get it. Losing all those roaches and lings. Sacsri is in a terrible position right now. And now the Protoss is gonna take his third, but oh, we're gonna see lings run in as we lag! Yeah, lag into GG. Lag into, oh, I guess nothing happened. I guess they backed up because they saw all the sentries there. And the Phoenix continuing to do damage. Look at this. I mean, Sacsri's already made way more Overlords than he needs. He's at 99 supply of 136, and yet, you know, he's just going to keep losing those Overlords. More Lings are running in here, though. But, you know, when that first Colossus gets out, that's going to completely shut down that Ling harass. I mean, the ground force is already enough to deal with it, but that Colossus is going to put a stop to that nonsense. So, yeah, there comes the Colossus. I like how how Lizzy left 2 Zealots blocking that choke at his natural, so I'm not going to let any Lings run by into the main, because that would be quite annoying, of course, with those speedings being so fast running into his main base, and his army is not particularly speedy. Doesn't have many stalkers to run back. And needs to defend that front, needs to defend the third. So it looks like the Hydrogen is done. Some Hydroling are moving across the map now, but guess what's good against Hydroling, guys? Guess. Guess. It starts with C and ends with imbalanced. Do you guys get it? That's right, it's a Colossus. And I think there's 2 of them now on the map. So, oh no, actually still just 1. Alright. But anyway, oh! Phoenix gonna do, oh, mass lift on the Hydras. 2 of the Phoenix do get targeted down, but gonna grab those free Hydras. And, I mean, the Protoss, alright, just look at this, alright, the Protoss is at 124 supply, and the Zerg, well, okay, now he jumped ahead in supply, he's at 148, but just for a second there, I mean, up to this point in the game, I think Lizzy's actually been ahead in supply for, like, the entire game, when really Zerg should be the one maxing out super quickly. So, Phoenix still alive. 3 Phoenix gonna run in here. It's gonna be difficult for them to snipe queens anymore. But that's fine. He can still scout around, pick off the occasional drone, pick off those gas drones. I think he's gonna see. Yeah, he's gonna fly over that middle expo. So he's gonna see the 4th base of Sacsri being taken in the middle there. But Colossus range is about to finish, so is he gonna use that as his timing to move out? He's gonna have 2 Colossus. He might wait for his 3rd Colossus before moving out. Looks like range is finished now. Still only you know, a handful of Lings and a couple of Hydras running around on the map. Some Corruptors now coming out as well as some Roaches. So Sacsri realizes that, you know, the attack is coming. He needs to make some units. So be very careful with these Lings though. He's losing so many Lings each time this happens. And a few Roaches are getting picked up here by these Phoenix and picked off before they can go home. Those poor Roaches, but the Colossus is getting ahead of themselves. He has to be very careful about that. The Colossus is walking ahead of everything, does not want those to get sniped off. Those are, because otherwise, you know, against just gateway units, Hydras are actually pretty good. You need those Colossus against them. And, well, a lot of Roach Link Corruptor coming out here with a couple of Hydras backing them up. Gonna catch a couple of the reinforcements. Can they pick off that proxy pylon here to make sure there's no reinforcements of the army? Here we go. Big engagement. The Corruptor is focusing down the Colossi. Good force fields on that ramp blocking a lot of the units, but those Colossi is gonna fall so quickly here. Although it looks like the Corruptors actually were shooting the Phoenix for a little bit, but actually Lizzy looks like he's in a lot of trouble here. Oh my god, I don't know how this happened, but Sacsri is breaking through the army, crushing through the army here. Oh my god, it looks like a few more Stalkers work in. Another Colossus coming into the bay, but those Corruptors going to take it down instantly. But it looks like it did maybe do enough damage. No, the Stalkers have to blink back again. And Lizzy now, despite, you know, looking like he was in an amazing position, is now in quite a bit of trouble. He's down to 124 supply. The Zerg is still staying at max. He's got his 4 bases up. And KT Rolster is in a lot of trouble now. Of course, this is a must-win situation for Lizzy. And, oh, a big burrow there. Is he going to do a burrow trap? He did it right onto Observer. Okay, so yeah, that would not have gone well. But he's going to move in here now with the Roach Corruptor. But actually, that's a lot of Stalkers with one Colossus there. The Colossus will fall very quickly, of course. And there's no sentries here to zone the Zerg at all. Oh man, the lack of sentries really going to hurt Lizzy here. He has to just blink back into his natural. I think he's going to have to abandon his third base here. I don't know what he can do to save it. He's got a couple of cannons there. He's bringing his Stalkers back, trying to poke off some of these units. But without sentries, without Immortals, with only Stalkers here and not nearly enough, there's not much that he can do. He does have one Immortal out now, but he is looking like he might lose his third base here. Colossus, or the Corruptor's rather flying around, making sure there's no additional Colossus coming out. But he'd rather have Immortals anyway at this point. And, well, actually, he might barely hold off this first wave, but, you know, Sacsri just flooding in more and more Roaches, and those are just going to be reinforcing so fast. Look at that huge stream of Roaches coming in, but actually, Lizzy, is he going to hold here? Looks like he will. The Immortal doing huge damage from the back there, and the third base will survive. Sacsri actually losing a lot of his supply now, dropping down to under 150, and the Protoss is still at about 120 supply, so, you know, Lizzy doing a good job being very cost efficient there. Actually, if we look at I think that's the resources lost tab at the top left there. Sacri's been far less cost efficient in his attacks, but, you know, that's fine. That's generally what happens as a Zerg anyway. But what is he doing in his main? Alright, looks like gonna borrow those Roaches to regen some of their health. And +2 attack. Wait, is that +3? I can never remember the colors. I think that might be +3 attack. About to finish for the Protoss. Yeah, it looks like 2-1's already done. So he's about to go up to 3-1 here. Lizzy is getting some charge for his Zealots, interestingly enough. And Sacsri continuing to mass up on Hydra Roach. Actually continue the Hydra production, interestingly enough, even though those are clearly not the most popular unit nowadays. But it's quite interesting because he knows that now Lizzy is kind of on for just making Immortals. He's not making any more Colossi, so actually the Hydras will be quite effective there. And with the Corruptor still overhead, you know, it's kind of basically forcing Lizzy to not make any more Colossi. Or not really forcing, but I guess discouraging him from making more Colossi, kind of encouraging more Immortal production. So this switch back into Hydras actually could be extremely effective. Hydras are pretty good against all gateway units and decent against Immortals as well, especially with all those Roaches in the front to buffer and no Colossi on the field. Those Hydras could actually do huge damage here, and here we go! Corruption going down on a lot of units, on all the Immortals in particular, and the Roaches going in. The Hydras doing massive damage from the bank here. The Immortals doing good job tanking, doing a good job against the Roaches. Is it going to be enough? The thing is, though, Sacsri is committed with this attack. The Hydras are off creep. There will be no escape for them if this goes badly, and it looks like it might be going badly for him with good blink micro. It looks like Lizzy might hold on, but no, he's lost most of his forces here, and actually Lizzy has run out of forces. He managed to take down all of the Roaches, but all the Hydras remain, and those Hydras are going to tear apart any gateway reinforcements here. He has no Colossi to take down these Hydras. Look at those Hydras just take down everything here. A big warp into Stalkers and Zealots. Trying to micro those Hydras actually because the probe's coming off. And they're trying to get back on creep. Actually, look at that, an Overlord actually providing some creep there nearby, so the Hydras can kind of walk back to that. But Lizzy is in so much trouble right now. He's down to 85 supply against the max Zerg. There is a single Mutalisk on the way. I have no idea why there is one Muta there. But that's alright, it's all good. He just wants to join the party. And the SKT guy, the Rocker guy, is laughing because of that Muta. It's a pretty awesome Muta. And this is going to be lights out for Lizzy. There's nothing he can do. GG from Lizzy, and SK Telecom T1 takes the series 4-1. Sacsri closes it out despite getting in a pretty horrible position from that opening. Just winning that one huge engagement and then not letting up the pressure after that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all for today's Pro League matches. Thank you all for watching, and tune in again tomorrow for some maps. Let me see what's tomorrow. Tomorrow is STX Seoul versus Kespa Team 8. 전투력이 좀 더 상승을 했다라고 볼 수 있는 부분이고, 원서재 선수는 1차전 상대방의 여왕을 좀 많이 잡은 상태에서 조금 방심을 했다라는 생각이 들고, 물론 이제 경기력 자체는 And cue the Kiet gloating. Low. 얘기까지 나오고 있었고, 조금 더 기다려도 괜찮을 만한 이런 상황이었습니다. 왜냐면 상대가 가변충을 가지 않았고, 밖에다가 히드라 조합이